Hello YouTube. I want to do a quick video because I was just doing an update to my computer, and I ran into an error in Pacman, and I want to share this with you and show you kind of how to fix these kinds of errors, because I don't believe I have a video on this yet. So let me go ahead and show you what kind of the problem is. I've kind of saved this screen so that I could show you what the error was. I was doing the update, and you can see if I go up here, you can see the Pacman SYU. So I was updating everything, and it went down through, and it had all these packages. And then once it was done downloading and everything, I got to this point here where we're doing all the file checks before it does the actual upgrade, and it gave me this error. It says failed to commit transaction, conflicting files. And then if I look down through here, it tells me what the conflicting packages are. And it says that the conflicting package is ttf-dejavu, which is actually a font. It's a font package. And then it tells me, if I look through here, that they exist in the file system. So what I did try to do is I tried to remove it. So here, let me show you what it does when I try to remove that package. So if I try to just go in and remove the package, get on another tab here. So if I do a sudo pacman, and this is what you would think to do, and a lot of times this works. You'll do a -r ttf, and whatever the package is, dejavu is the one that I've had issues with, and I hit enter. It gives me this. It says error, failed to prepare transaction, could not satisfy dependencies. GNOME themes standard, removing ttf dejavu breaks dependency. Okay, so these two have a dependency on that. So it won't let you do it. Now, you could go through and uninstall, and basically add GNOME themes standard and Inkscape up here and remove them both, but then you have to reinstall them both. And that's the funny thing, if you go to do that, it may list more and more, and it sometimes has like kind of a snowball effect. So it's not really effective to do it that way. If you don't run into any dependencies like that, this is a good way to do it. But there is another way to do it. So I'm going to clear the screen real quick. So if you don't have dependencies, or you do, rather, like in that situation, the way to do it is sudo pacman -syu / ignore ttf-dejavu. So what this does is this is going to allow you to update everything else, that did not have a conflict. So remember, if we go back through here, all these packages that needed to get updated, none of them got updated because of this one error for this one package. So by doing it this way, we're telling Pacman, okay, do everything besides this, and it should let you go ahead and go through and update those packages, okay, which I've already done. So this is what you're going to type in to do the update for everything else, okay? You can also do it like this. Let me back up. So once you have everything else updated, the command, now what you need to do is you need to force that upgrade for that package. So it goes like this. It goes sudo, and this is actually pretty easy and should be easy enough for you to remember. So it's sudo pacman, and you're going to install, apparently. So it's -S and then -- force. You're going to force this installation for ttf-dejavu. Okay. Now, when I hit enter, and I'll go ahead and do that, you see now it's saying, okay, well here's the package, and it's going to ask you to proceed. You hit enter, and now it's going to go ahead and do it. Now it did it, and you see it says right here that it upgraded ttf-dejavu. So now you shouldn't have that issue anymore. But first, you want to do the upgrade to ignore the package that's creating the conflict, and then you want to force it. Now, I should say this. Do this, if kind of at your own risk, I guess, a little bit, because it could create other issues. It's been my experience. I've had to do this like 4 or 5 different times now in the several years that I've used Arch, and I haven't really run into problems where it did create any kind of catastrophic issue. I haven't really had that experience, but from people that I've talked to, it's possible. So just keep that in the back of your mind. And in the worst case scenario, like I said, you can go back through and uninstall it, maybe, or you can roll it back. That's something else that you can do, and all that information is actually readily accessible online. You just go over to the Arch Linux wiki and kind of read around as far as how to downgrade if you run into any kind of catastrophic issues. Which, like I said, I haven't personally run into that in the 3 or 4 years that I've been using Arch. Other people, they say they have. I personally haven't, so I don't really know how to help you with if you do run into problems like that. I'm not really sure how to help you, but there is a lot of documentation because I kind of look for the just in case kind of scenario. Okay, so hopefully this has helped you out, guys. Please like, subscribe, visit us at BahamutOS.com, join us on Facebook and on Twitter, and we'll see you in future videos. Thanks a lot.